No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida's offense has the ball first today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollack.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
The Gators can really attack on this second and short. Give to the running back. Just steamrolling the defense. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
He wants to take the top off. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting three and starting this game off on the right foot.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Miami's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse.
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He's got him. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on third down. That was a completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on third down was big.
Breaks the tackle. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got his man. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
And the Canes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Bringing the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they...
Turning it on! Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Here comes the offense on second down. The give. He breaks a tackle. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Gators are on the move. Here's a heat. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man to the left. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gators!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The short hands, it's ball. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Second down coming up. From the gun, running back on the move. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Under fire. A strike downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the lone running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on fourth down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive. And because they got it, it was a great call.
Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Beck. A little screen to the running back. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
The Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Finds his tight end. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Gators will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Bauman. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now on the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ball.
Picks up the 1st down. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Catch in the middle, it's Daniels.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
To throw, it's back. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They want to throw it. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Miami! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive to get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
On to attempt to try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. An 84-yard drive there. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Lagway. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. They'll give it to the back. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bauman. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Pulls it in, it's Daniels. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle, it's Lyon. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Canes are threatening in the red zone. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Bauman. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Hurricanes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, running back gets to give. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Using the quick game. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead and just a few minutes left. Under fire. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll keep it himself. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it in the middle. It's Hansen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Touchdown Gators! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
That makes the score Florida 24, Miami 21.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Dropping back, it's back. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Gonna run it. It's Lyle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those 1st downs, and just make that clock run.
Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Grab near the sticks. It's Daniels. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And this to tie us up in the final minute. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Makes this one, and it'll be all tied up in the final minute. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
The pressure doesn't get much bigger than that right there. Clock ticking down, all the pressure on you. You miss, you lose. He comes through in a big moment, and we've got bonus football, boys. Give me some overtime.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be knocked down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll go to the ground. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the fourth quarter. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Wilson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Off-play action. Gets away. Firing to the end zone. Almost had the huge interception there. Man, what a change that would have been. Instead, we're looking at 3rd down.
Oh, it's a big blown opportunity by the defense to just kill that drive right there. He had a chance to make that interception in the end zone, but he couldn't come up with it.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Handoff to the single running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed.